On the tropical island of Karamja, a smoldering volcano looms, its fiery heart guarding a trial that has tested countless warriors. Many enter with hope, with resolve, but few emerge victorious. Yet today, our brave adventurer knew nothing of the struggles that lay ahead. With a heart full of excitement and the thrill of discovery driving him forward, he descended into the volcano, unaware that he was walking towards his next legend. And at his side, his trusted shield, a relic of past battles. The last time he had ventured into the depths of a volcano, it had saved his life. As the hero pressed on, he soon found himself wandering through a vast, ancient city. Then he saw it, a cavernous entrance. But unlike the dark depths that he had expected, its glow felt unnatural against the dim volcanic chamber. Intuition told him to turn back and prepare, but curiosity whispered otherwise, and so without hesitation, he stepped inside. What he had stumbled upon was no mere cavern. It was an arena, a trial by fire where wave after wave of ruthless creatures tested his strength. He may have been defeated, but our hero knew he could conquer this. No matter what awaited him within, he would overcome it, just as he always had. He made his way to a nearby bank chest, exchanging his gear with something better suited for the battles ahead. Now that he felt fully prepared, he wasted no time. Without hesitation, he stepped forward once more, back into the fire. Our hero celebrated too soon. For a brief moment, he believed he had conquered the caves, but the trial was far from over. But his current approach would not see him through to the end. He had to adapt. The creatures within were too many and too massive to face head-on. Even clad in rune, he was not invincible. So if brute force alone wouldn't carry him to victory, then he would need another path, one he was sure he could master. Ranged combat. It was unfamiliar to him, but he had never been one to shy away from a challenge. And so he trained, shot after shot, loosing arrows until the motion felt effortless, until each release carried enough power to defeat the enemies within the cave. And just like our hero, sometimes you need to prepare and level up your own skills. And thanks to today's sponsor, Southern New Hampshire University, you can do just that. SNHU offers flexible and affordable online degrees, including game programming and development, a degree very similar to the one I pursued in college. Back then, I was coding my own games, which sparked my interest in 3D modeling and animation, ultimately leading to the videos I create for you today. With courses taught by faculty who have real-world experience, SNHU gives you the opportunity to connect with industry professionals, helping you gain insights that can take your skills to the next level. And when you finish your degree, SNHU doesn't just leave you on your own. They offer career services to help you prepare for the job market and even assist with your job search. You might also qualify for financial aid, and if you have previous college credits, you could fast track your degree to reach your goals even sooner. So if you're ready to level up your skills and prepare for your new career, visit snhu.edu/RosieRS to learn how you can get started with a game programming and development degree today. A big thanks to SNHU for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to our hero's journey. At last he was ready, and he was itching to test his new skills against the cave. Frustration gnawed at him as defeat came once again. This time, the reason was clear. Though his strength had grown and his skills with the bow had sharpened, our hero had neglected a crucial aspect: his gear and supplies. He couldn't afford to make that mistake again. This time he would leave no stone unturned. Along his travels, the hero had stumbled upon a clue scroll, one he had dismissed at the time. Rumor had it that it could lead to treasures for ranged combat. Back then, with his focus elsewhere, he thought little of it. But now he would follow the map and see if it held the key to his success. And as fate would have it, the map led him back to the island of Crandor, a place once filled with fear and determination now felt strangely quiet. At the marked spot, he began to dig, and what he unearthed was exactly what he needed: a cache of powerful new gear ready to enhance his fight. Yet there was another truth that had become painfully clear during his previous attempts. To defeat the caves, he would need his protection prayers for the entire duration of the fight. So he set to work. Farming renars and brewing prayer potions, he prepared himself for the long battle ahead. This time he felt ready. He had done everything he could, and the cave stood before him. It was time to prove once and for all that he was more than just an adventurer. He was a hero of Gielinor. After 63 grueling waves, his strength had all but faded and his supplies depleted. He had made it this far, but there was no preparation that could have fully braced him for that creature. Switching prayers mid-fight? It was unthinkable. How could he focus on his survival while also trying to anticipate and react to each of Jad's lethal attacks? The concentration required to maintain his prayer alone had been enough of a challenge. Now facing an opponent like that, it was too much. What a monster. Maybe he wasn't the hero that he thought he was.
Well, looking every bit this season marksman now. You even got yourself some fancy new boots. But tell me, what's the hero of Grandor doing sulking in a tavern? That's a sight I never expected to see.
Hero? Not tonight. Tonight, he was just another fool who had mistaken confidence for strength.
Ah, so that's how it is. What was it then? A demon? A vampire? Another dragon?
Our adventurer recounts his trial of endurance and skill, that he had believed he trained enough, learned enough about the enemies to finally conquer, but when the moment came, it wasn't enough. He didn't have what it takes.
A humbling defeat. Those are the worst kinds. They make you question everything. Your strength, your worth, even the journey itself. But when you first faced Elvarg, did you feel ready then?
No, he hadn't felt ready then. He was terrified. He thought he was marching to his demise.
And yet, you slew the beast. Not because you were the strongest, but because you refused to let fear write your story. That was never about strength. It was about resolve.
But this was different, wasn't it? The fight caves, Jad, it was unlike anything he had ever faced. No matter how much he trained and adapted, it never seemed to be enough.
You know, when I first met you, I didn't believe Elvarg could be slain. I thought the task was impossible. But you saw the impossible and did it anyway. That's what makes you different. Not your sword, not your armor, you. A real champion isn't the one who never falls, it's the one who stands up every time they do. So tell me, are you really finished? Or is there still fight left in you?
The adventurer sat in silence. The weight of those words settled upon him, not as a burden, but as a challenge.
Just remember, when the fire's at your heels, don't rush to meet it. Steady yourself and breathe, then move.
The hero returned to the cave's entrance, his bow still waiting for him where he had left it, and for a moment, doubt crept in. Was he truly ready? Determined to finish what he had started, the hero ventures into the cave one last time.
Just remember, when the fire's at your heels, don't rush to meet it. steady yourself and breathe, then move.